Alright, back to another video with Mr. Bakarudo. Yeah, Skul the Hero Slayer, hard mode beta on level 9, which is currently the highest one. I'm trying to do something different now. Last 3 runs that I posted, I did something like forcing a strategy. Let's try something different. Let's start here and see what we get randomly. We get Gravedigger and the monkey. We will go back to the thing here and just pick Gravedigger and the monkey. Even though we did a Gravedigger run recently, let's start as if they were random and just pick some items and try to let's just go defensive and with some gold utility, just generic items, and grab some skull rooms and see where it takes us. We can change skulls. I'm not going to just upgrade to common ones, even though I showed you that it is a viable strategy. It's not necessary to do. If we take another legendary or uncommon, it is better because it will give us more fragments or more chances to get a solid build by looking at more at more items. So yeah, coming fresh from a schoolboy only run, I'm trying to do something different. But yeah, we are taking a bit of damage because these things deal a lot of damage really, even though we are reducing this by 15%, so we are only taking 0.85 damage taken. We still will take some damage. Heirloom is nice, Relic is nice. The effects are mostly useless, though some poison will not hurt us. So yeah, just try not to lose the first HP bar here, because as I told you before, if we can preserve this by the end of Act 1, we increase the chances of winning way more, really. This is a hard mode event. It gives us fragments and okay, Lake of the Spirit. I like this very much. And because it's a power skull, now we have 2 power skulls that are magic. But not only that, they are power skulls, so we have reduced damage taken by default, which is great. And Lake of the Spirit is a great skill because it deals damage at least in the highest levels, but we also get more water. And water is AoE, it just goes back and forth and deals damage too. Okay. I'm not doing 2 power skulls because we are very lucky, and I do like, even though Freezing Field is not nearly as good as it was before the description update, it is still okay, especially after some upgrades. And I like Fire and I mean not Fire, Water and Ice as a good combo. Frost Skull they just somehow feel good for me as a combination. I play this a lot in normal mode in my casual runs, and yeah, I just like the combo for some reason. And if we get like Iceberg from Frost Skull, we can put the Iceberg and then put the Lake of the Spirit and then just hit attack. So we can actually do a rapidity build instead of a skill spam build 1 with Water Skull, which is at least interesting if we survive. Oh no, this was a bit too much. Hopefully we still, yeah, we don't want to reroll here, but I'm just talking to the priest so we don't see again, though it would be useful later after we have more skills. or another skull. But right now we're trying to survive, and it hasn't been very consistent for us. So yeah, let's do the like measuring. Two good items that are unique but do not fit our build. Sadly, we don't want to. Okay, Warrior's Pauldrons is defensive, and we kind of need that. We might want to pick this for a second heirloom. Pendant and Ring of Wind is a valid strategy to start, just because of the two good heirlooms. And here we can grab a balanced skull, maybe try to get enough fragments for one upgrade right after the adventurers fight, or we can do the basics of getting to treasure here, thinking the long term, which might be better. So yeah, this one is okay for a for melee build because yeah, this adventure specifically is not a challenge, and because he does stay still for a while, you can at least like punch him a bit, make some water. The water will deal damage, and you can freeze him, and the water will deal some damage. But we don't need like to be fancy. Just do some damage, heal, and okay, just healing. Now it's a bit sad because we are 29 fragments, and it would have been guaranteed to get a new skull, but now we can't. But since we have two rares, upgrading them is still hard. We don't need to upgrade them both. We still can like modify, find a legendary and try something that fits the build better, or just do something totally different. Like if we find Archledge or Reaper, which is one of my favorite ones, or find Bomber because I love the Kaboom effect more than these. We can always change, but I do like the idea of doing a slightly different run and see how this goes. But yeah, the swap abilities from these two. The water skull ability is interesting. As we go further, we will get more water as we splash, and so it is both instant very good damage and AoE. But as in the Frost Skull, we just freeze enemies, which might be okay, at least for hard mode, because it will give us some time to maybe swap or deal one free hit or recompose as we are taking damage. Yeah, Heirloom is saving us a bit, and we are healthier this time than in the first half. I'm still a bit concerned because we did lose the first bar of health, and like when you are not doing a very overpowered run, you can like miss it. On the last two runs we did not lose everything and go to the last health, but it changes how we play if we lose this bar early. But it's fine. We will keep going and try not to die to Yggdrasil, because these skills are very melee and close range and floor based, and we cannot put Yggdrasil on the floor, so it is a problem. I see 10 rerolls, so let's see what you get. If we go rapidity, this is an okay item, because after we stack the full 60%, which is 20 stacks, we actually get even more hits. Glacier Breaker. We can freeze them and deal 1 big damage that is amplified by 30. Well, it is a Frost Skul run, so let's do this. This here is 10. Yeah, 10 fragments. We could not get to 60, but this gets us closer, which might be good. Broken Mana Engine is okay because it's 55% skill cooldown. But I'm going to do this and reroll. Mage's Necklace, not for this run, and we can maybe invest on something here, like Wisdom, or buy drugs and reroll. Let's see what this gives us. Alchemist, not bad, but also good. Just I don't want to do a fire and ice or fire and water. Let's do just water and ice. Elemental builds. But yeah, and the hibernation, when you come out of it by dashing, she does freeze. I don't know why you say Frost Skul is a she. This version kinda looks like he has instead of a crack on the head, looks like a hair thing. I don't know the name of that, but so it does look like a girl with some hair, but with blue hair, if you look closely. But it's a schoolboy, right? So yeah, let's take the only magic item here and move on. No utility, like okay. That's one utility of the Glacier Breaker. We amplify the damage and deal extra damage by just swapping in, and swapping in with the Power Skul. Water Skul will deal more damage, and yeah, we can freeze with Frost and enter with our Water Skul. Now we only have 57 fragments. If we survive this, it will be interesting to see how who we are going to upgrade first, because we cannot upgrade both. I don't think there's a curse or anything that would allow us to upgrade for cheaper. Yeah, the Spirit, the Lake of the Spirit, the only place that you can kind of put here is on the platform, so the water kind of hits Yggdrasil sometimes. But yeah, it's field, 169 damage, nice, though not very high. We have 2 execute, which is interesting. I prefer the double dash characters for this section because I prefer double dash characters everywhere really. So yeah, I got hit. Thanks, Heirloom. Again, the Mirage is very underrated right now, I would say. But if you are having trouble dodging, it's one free hit every 40 seconds, and yeah, when you are getting hit, when the enemies are hitting you like a truck, it is a fairly acceptable way of playing the game, I would say. Yeah, I'm still a bit salty that we lost the first life. I played too recklessly there, but still, Succubus, very good. And that's it. There's only one good pick here. But now our build is going on. Let's see. Nope. So just do the thing that we know that works, and less resistance because we don't have reassembly anymore. So the only thing that we can get is like Voodoo Doll, maybe, to save us once more. But yeah, let's upgrade the... Yeah, Power Skull is fine, because the swap in is going, I believe, going to give us more water. Let's see. Yeah, you see the water going up, back and forth, and it hits hard. And that's before the Lake of the Spirit, which it deals damage to the enemies, and also will give us more magic damage as we are inside of it, and creates more water. So it's like, it's very good. Oh, and we are in a run where Soul Virus actually has some value. Good. Let's go. I don't care. I also excited about the extra value of Lake of the Spirit. I even forgot the second ability what it was to look. But yeah, it's a Rising Tide. It's not a great ability, but it's not horrible either. What I don't like about this new Freezing Field is the startup, really. The old Freezing Field had the current Glacial Charge as the actual start, which was very fast, and now we just get like mediocre damage. Okay, Coin of Extinction. If we did have another life, I would consider taking this. Because our skills now are not like very spammy, so we could use the swap between the states. Well, just grab Prayer of Grace. It's a small incremental value right now, and it's good enough for us, I would say. Between Warriors Pauldrons and the Mirage and the Fortress, we are saving a lot of health here, and of course Succubus. With Knight's Determination, I think our the defensive part of the build is complete. It's yeah, we're replacing one fortress with another, and it's just the superior version. And common quintessences are not worth the extra. This though is, because we will get 45% extra from the artifact, and also the 40% of the ring, and we have the chance of Ocean Dawn, which is just good, a good chunk of damage by itself. We don't want this long term, even though we want 2 heirloom. We can buy another heirloom here, so we will replace this and grab another heirloom here for free, basically. We don't. And reroll. Clone stamp with hidden blade. We don't like that. And let's see power skull, just in case it's another water skull. No, but we can replace this with this and do the swap, so we can grab a bit more skull fragments. We have enough to upgrade the Frost Skull after the adventurous fight. But right now it's yeah. Okay, there goes the elite. Yeah, the rare freezing field doesn't go far. Yeah, since we are trying to upgrade skulls, we always go to Skul runs rooms before. But I forgot to look. After we upgraded the artifact, we have 332 magic attack, which is good. We still do some okay damage, though it feels like we are not doing much abyssal virus to the bigger enemies, so maybe we do want a bit more. We don't have 2 wisdom, I think. Yeah, 2 wisdom would be good here. And yeah, it's okay right now. We can keep going, and yeah, a common skull here is not great, but it's not horrible either. We'll survive. And water. That's the beauty of so much water in a stage like this. You just hit them, and you can get them together with the rising tide. When you hit 2 enemies at once, you will proc the water bar twice, so it is good. But we have Kingslayer and Execute, so we are dealing good damage by the end of the fight anyway. Well, this item you don't want. What? How did I drop my bottoms? I have no idea, but it's fine. I don't want to pick this. Troll. Okay, Troll is an interesting late game skull, because our water can crit, and if we get the invisible knife, it will crit very hard. Might be an interesting quintessence, even though it doesn't like give instant damage. It is good. And we don't need a hunter right now because we have a guaranteed upgrade for our fourth skull. I'm going to try this, even though the utility of Succubus is very good as well. We got Iceberg. Iceberg is okay at unique, but it's great at legendary. As I told you before, it will make a pillar that the power skull, the water can actually hit, and then this pillar will deal ice damage to the hero or the other bosses as they are in front of it, or enemies, because it gives us range. We can stay here and see the water just going back and forth. We can always go. If it was Kaboom, I would be, well, yeah, with Glacier Breaker, we can freeze with Freezing Field and then deal more damage with our Iceberg, which is an interesting way of dealing with these enemies as well. It is damage amplification plus magical damage, so it is an interesting item, even though freezing is not like the highest tier of the status effects, really. That's reserved for Bleed, which deals a lot of damage, though Burn and Poison also do not trigger a lot, though they can be useful probably during high difficulty runs because they can deal damage while you're not attacking. Omen and Courage. Nope, it's Courage. We don't want that, but we don't want others either, so just recycle the one that gives us more gold. And missed my Glacier. Yeah. I would love look at the water go. I would love a Pain and Spare here, but you can't have it all. This is okay. But we don't have another rapidity to even take advantage of the attack speed. This unnecessary, like, yes, it increases conditionally when we activate Throw, but when we activate Throw we already have enough. For free, 10% magic damage. Each small increment goes far this year. Shout out to that, but nope. We can grab this, reroll. We cannot reroll and buy anything once more. Buying this is unnecessary, and we have 2 heirloom and only 2 treasures, so we don't want to change this, so just move on. We didn't find the Gold Incense Burner or good treasure effects yet, or the legendary, which would be very good, right? The ring and the Part of Greed. It's still too early to see more legendaries like that, but as you saw, we can see some legendaries on the luck measuring device. That's we already used our rerolls for one defense environment, and did we already pick the treasure here? We didn't find that treasure here. Okay. Anyway. Am I wrong? No. This treasure is worse than our current treasure, so we don't want that. We don't want fire and mixed with water and ice. So just move on. We don't have enough to make legendary, which is fine. We can offer some to the altars if we feel necessary. We still, I believe, haven't lost the extra life that we bought, so we are kind of safe in this fight. Yeah, and bosses don't get frozen for as long as the other enemies do, but it's fine. Yeah, we're dealing okay damage, not very high. It is acceptable at this level of the run since we are playing safe. But yeah, our Skul, so we don't have the double dash. So it is harder to evade, but it's still possible. It's just easier to dash out and dash in like this. This year I just stay in front of her because it's a safe space always, and I don't have to remember the other ones. Again, we need a faster Skul. A power Skul probably can't reach that, but like here. So we have three levels of indestructibility basically. So 3 levels of invincibility, I mean. And yeah, Kingslayer slays her and we fire. 34 minutes into the run. It's okay. We need a bit more damage. The safety comes from Super Baby and Regulus. Okay, Swoonizio is more damage. It deals AoE and we don't have to worry about what's going on screen because we can just drop and leave. So that's where we're picking. Other options will be anti-cam mutants, because this year, even though we don't swap very quickly, we do swap a lot. We do probably just swap faster than 12 seconds, especially if we got the second mutants. But we don't need this. We can just grab something good and drop it here so we can get more HP, which will, at the end of this, become 22 HP, because we will upgrade our Super Baby and our Reckless Posture. So we are getting tanky and safer. As I told you, we are missing some HP, so I'm going to just buy a little here. It's not a lot. We don't have to spend everything, just enough to be safe. And what I told you about Swanizio, you just pop it in, and if this was activated, it would be easier. Okay, beware of the bomb, and let's get the treasure. Transcendence, come here. How are you? Okay. We didn't get stunned forever, which is a bug in this build right now, but it's okay. But our damage is so low, we could recharge Swanizio by before the next room, so it's a good champion. Guarantees us 100 fragments, so we will get the one legendary here, which is probably the Water Skull first, as we've been upgrading first. There first, okay. Enter here, Swanizio, just ice and more ice, and yeah. Oh yeah. If we freeze as someone and then explode with Swanizio, it's going to be amplified by 30%. So, and remember, amplification is just literally multiplied by 1.3 after you increase the magical damage. So it is like, can we hit the bomb and it will jump? Because it jumped very far as we attacked. Let's try this later. Swanizio and boom. Yeah, nice. This blasting is trying to blast us a lot, but this is not another run like this. A lot of crystals exploding here, and the explosions will take. Okay. This is a painful defeat, and it's also immortal just because. Okay. That was damaging, but now that we are in Act 2, we do have Super Baby and Act 3, I mean, we do have full Super Baby, so we do have a lot of damage. And against Swanizio, we don't need to stay there. We can just watch them explode. Okay. This is okay healing. I'm going to take that. Dizziness, I don't want that. And yeah, ritual staff. It's artifact and wisdom. We do want second wisdom, and this is okay. Execute is actually fine, though it's only active for 5% of their HP on bosses, so the amplification is not very useful. So even though Heirloom here, we do want another one, a better one. I think either Prayer of Grace or Absol Virus has to go, and Prayer of Grace is 50%, 40% right now. Skill cooldown speed, and the Abyssal Virus is just not as good as it was. I shouldn't have sold that first to right now. This here is probably a common, but since it's probably a common, we can do this as always, and yeah, only 135 gold, nothing more to do here. Let's keep going. We can here just press our button and amplify the damage, which is fairly good, let's say. Open this. The iceberg actually didn't go where we wanted to. No healing orbs here. We saw one fall there. Lake. I do wish that 500 damage the iceberg. Not bad. We do get the treasure. But okay, I thought for a moment that we were glitched. Let's leave it there. Remember to go back because it is a slime room and we love the slime. Even though some of our items we don't want duplicated at all. So here, we can do some manipulation, like try to figure out the position that it's going to roll and redo this room. Of course we're not going to do this. So I like to do like this. We don't want these items, but some of these items are still good for our run, even though they're not mandatory and we wouldn't want them to duplicate. Prayer of Grace, okay, we don't want that. Ring of Wind, we don't want that, but we want the heirloom, so we want to hold it if we can. And Carleon Insignia, we want the treasure. So I'm going to swap this with with Ring of Wind, because we want Ring of Wind to keep it, and remove this. And we have to ask, do you want Prayer of Grace? If it was duplicated, besides everything else here, would you pick it on the floor? I wouldn't, so I'm going to remove it as well. If either of these are duplicated, Water Spauldrums would do every 10 seconds, which is great. Knight's Determination, we are basically invisible, and this here allows us to remove Carleon Staff. If we get another Carleon Staff, it's okay for short term, even though we don't want this. If we get the Lunar Ring, we actually get the Lunar... It's not that long, I forgot the name. Let's hope we hit it and we'll see what it is. What is the name? But it's very good. It's the Potion Dawn, but purely magic. Now this, so yeah, we're invincible, probably, I have no idea. 60% damage reduction is great, if we ever reach that far down. And let's swap to Frost Skull and do the freezing and call Swanizio, because 30% amplification, right? Water Skull, just for some water, and the order. And the Frost Glacier is hitting hard. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't expecting so high numbers. From our balanced skull versus the actual power skull. The power skull is dealing small chunks of damage by a lot, but a lot of them, while our Frost Skull is just like hitting hard for the sake of hitting hard. Kingslayer here, and just walk away and see it. Ah, interesting. It was not enough. So we need to please. Okay, now it is, so let's loot. Okay, Priestess's Veil. Doesn't fit our build, even though it's a good generic item. Flame Dragon or Gargoyle. We can get 11 fragments, which will not allow us to upgrade to anyway. So let's just grab some more HP. 22 of them, and yeah. Frosty Skull is dealing a lot of damage, but I do enjoy my Poseidon, so let's see if we can get free room. This is good for the free item, and just the breather. Absolute 0 as well, but we're not going to do that. And these things are very easy to deal with. I think they need to buff this event for hard mode. They nerfed very hard for normal mode, and I think I popped too early. Sorry. Yeah, we can like perfect this event, but it's not like it's hard anyway. We took 2 damage, I think, maybe. Anyway, this was low, so we probably won't be able to upgrade Frost Skull before Act 4, but in the middle of, at least. This here, we don't have Tunisia, we don't have to wait either, but you can just walk away and see them explode as they hit the traps and die. It is a strategy. Let the game play the game for you. But now that we have Swanisio, just let it explode. And don't hit that. Oh. Since we got 3 different rarities, just pick the highest one to destroy, because otherwise it will not destroy always the one that you want. If maybe it only picks randomly or only the left one. I haven't looked at the code to see how it does, but it's easier to just go deterministically. I think the correct one always. Water. Just deal a lot of damage, and we didn't even see what was going on in the room. At least I didn't. Maybe you were paying more attention than I. Okay, check this and go and move on. Unique skull. So if we get a ice skull here, we can do the swap. If we can't, it's okay. Doomsday is fine. Broken Man Iron Gem, we don't want that. Skull. Common skull. No, it's a unique, so we get at least 23 fragments, which is nice. And we can reroll at least like twice more. This antique mutant and 70% cooldown speed is good. We have only 2 wisdom, so it would be good if we could take this. We can also just abandon treasure. If we do, we can abandon here and then get this to mutants, so we can now get more swaps, which is good because the swap of Frosty just freezes, and after it freezes we can deal a huge chunk of damage and summon more water with Water Skull. So that's what I'm doing, and we don't want the shield, just save some gold. We don't have treasure anymore, which is a bit sad, but it's fine. Pretty handy. Yeah, stone locking with freeze. Okay, invisible knife would have been great with the water and the troll, but since we got rid of the troll, let's just. It does have wisdom, but reassembly is not active anymore, so we don't care about the double. Let's see here if we get a unique skull, we will get enough fragments to upgrade Frost, so it is good. Here we just pop Swanizio and hope that he kills everything. He did. For this guy, we just dash in to the missile and yeah, I think okay. I was looking at the pretty. Okay, not enough, so let's just backtrack a bit and kill the remaining and grab that healing orb just because. We don't have concentration, though Frost Skull has an ability that would allow concentrating. Reaper. Too late for Reaper, but thank you for your fragments. It means that we do have the Frost Skull upgraded to Legendary by Act 4. It is great. It is another demonstration that we can do this very consistently, because if you see all my runs, rare or unique or just starting with 2 commons, we can grab 2 legendaries and still grab altar upgrades because our build is done usually by the middle of Act 4, so we can start grabbing Skul rooms instead of just rerolls to make the build slightly better. We only have 334 HP. We usually like go up to 500 or 600, and we do have like only 1 life, so it is Reckless hitting us, and yeah, remember that we do have nice determination, so at some point we will reach 30% HP, which right now would be around 100, and we reach that, we will have 30%, 60% reduced damage. I want to see if we are going to be basically invincible, but we'll figure out as we. Water, more water. This arena is very wide, so we don't get all the advantages of so much water. And but it does clear the other enemies for us, except the ghosts, so it's good. And I'm still some damage for to the Chimera, which we're doing like not very quick job, but it's still quick enough. Okay. Alright. Okay, I see here the ring, which is mutant. We do have another chart of mutant, but we can grab this and replace the staff, which is very basic, and grab the second mutant from the and replace the second mutant with the second wisdom at the next shop. Archdemon is okay, but we already have Swanizio, which is fine already. Crown Thorns unnecessary. The other ones, like I see the legendary thing, I pick the legendary thing. We still need a better heirloom because this is useless for us. We can get that in Act 4. So since we have some items that we want in Act 4 still, we are going to take some treasure rooms instead of Skul ones, but not many, because we still want to fill these altars as much as we can. Skill cooldown, it's okay. Let's grab a couple of them, because we do actually benefit this time from the attack speed. You can see just 20 how it goes, but we can go up to 80 I think, or 90. Maybe it's 10, and it's 100, because it's 10% per level that we get there. But here, between skulls and just gold, we just go for the skulls. Okay, what is this event? This would be very good in the Skul one, but this here is actually very scary because you cannot go up there. So you need to go, dash and jump. Almost missed by a little. And yeah, this is very hard. You can see in the map it's here. But after that, I do not see how we reach on the right. These, let's see. And it's very unfair that you set this, but I'm going to try another one just to. Oh, I think we can just do this. Oops. I have no idea if this would be possible at all with a single dash, but we have a double dash skull, so we're fine. Extra 23 fragments, and here we got a rare, but we get some extra fragments on the floor as well, so it pays off. Oh yeah, we have legendary freezing field now, which does deal a lot of AoE damage and freezes everything. Oh yeah, and the legendary glacier, as I told you, Water Skull does proc it, so we proc this while we do not build water from hitting it, I think. But anyway, it is okay because we still deal extra damage from that. That's where the invisible knife plus troll, or even if we found the deep flex steel, then the combo would work very well because we deal a lot of small damage. Like we still got hit by this. We always open this. Nope. Yes, it's amplification. We're never checking if we are in front or back of anything, so we just move on. Victory baton. It's okay. Huh. Mutants. 4 mutants. We could go for mutants just for the sake of going for mutants. Though we would lose heirloom, or... This build is very weird. We want the 2 artifacts and 2 wisdom just to deal damage, because... Yeah. This year is okay, but since we are not killing things, let's just move on. Maybe the chest could give more items on later levels if Southpaw doesn't want to implement any kind of way to see like items related to your build. Some games do this kind of stuff, like recently released into early access Rotato. It has an algorithm that checks like items that you have, but also items that are desirable for your character, or items that have similar tags to your build, so you get more synergetic builds by the end of the run, or as you increase like luck or whatever. So it is a useful mechanic that could help with the variance of a roguelike, but again, we are doing fine. It's all okay. This year is a better heirloom than the one that we have. While we have the Mirage, no, while we have the Mirage, but while we don't get hit, which is hard a lot of times, but sometimes it works. We get faster skill cooldown, which is fine here. I'm just going to grab this. We are going to replace Mutant there with Wisdom. I think that we're going to do this already, and we cannot buy anything else, so just keep going. Okay. Oh, by the way, these things going on the floor by the... They do deal damage, so beware of that. We still have a chance to find a Solar Sword here in this act, because we see a lot of rares still. We just don't see commons. But so if we don't see it by the end of the act, we can maybe replace it with another okay artifact item, or if we're lucky, we just find the Nether Mana Suppressor. We can go for a Skul room. I'm going with another treasure just in case, but it's not guaranteed that we can find a legendary chest here. But there are many legendaries that we would like, so Okay, with looking. Increases the attack speed. Good. We will do some attack speed. We cannot just rely on skill damage here. Even though our skill damage is okay. And prison. That's funny, but we're doing magic attack damage. On the bone, we nope. And this here, Thieves Black Steel dagger would be good with the invisible knife if we had picked it, but we haven't. Even though, like, yeah, we do have extra crit here, but we cannot fit it here unless we remove Warrior Squadrons and just depend on double Knight's Determination. Having 3 defensive items and 2 mutant items is taking a lot of space on our inventory, but our damage is good. Let's just recycle the legendary and keep looking. We do want more Skul because we want more fragments, and the fragments will get used for actual relevant upgrades that are not just rerolls in shops, and like 90% extra skill cooldown and attack speed is better than a very tiny upgrading in damage just from an item. So we are going to focus on that after this fight. The Thief. Maybe we'll drop the Black Steel dagger just to rub in our face that we should have taken the invisible knight once again, but he's invincible in this stage, but as we get more water, the water will damage him as he enters back, so it's okay. And it's close to dying, but ultimate, keep it here, double dash, keep it here, double dash. Too easy, and it's dead. Nothing good. Not even enough to grab 4 upgrade here. So let's just... We do have 2 Knight's Determination and Warrior Squadron, so let's start with the skill cooldown and 1 on damage, which is 10%, both physical and magical damage. And focus on skulls for more fragments on those things. The altars, I mean. And these go reasonably far, so I like these. And if you get like infinite bone, you can spam like 2-3 of these and hit in the same attack, so they do get very good. They become way better, I mean. But right now they're okay by themselves. Let's grab our 44 shields. You can match these as fast as you can so you don't get hit by these, because these cancel your dialogue and actually also damage you. Thank you. 51 already. Okay. We cleared the entire room while trying to kill the elite. So yeah, I think we're okay. You know what would be hilarious here? Priestess Staff. Because at 30% life, we are basically invincible. And whenever we take damage, we go back to 30% life. Okay, a rare is not the kind of moves that we want in Act 4 one, but it will do. It will have to do. They don't die in these ones, so when you throw them in the hole, they spawn back for the elites only. It's a way of preventing us to cheese them, but these regular enemies still die. Okay, uncommon item. We could upgrade our absolute zero, but I don't care about this. More absolute zero. And this one has an artifact, but it would only stack up to 40% for one hit. It's not good. It could have been like when you freeze an enemy, increase by 40% for 2 seconds. So you can maybe get some more value in boss fights. Really, this does nothing against the hero, and it's sad. Another uncommon. Everything sells for the same. Nothing is okay. Thank you. This replaces our lack of Ocean Dome, and now we don't have to buy two wisdom. We can change the inscription only. And let's see, do we have an inscription that we want to replace? 2 antique is okay. We actually get the extra HP. Execute again. Not enough with the Kingslayer. Treasure too late now. Brawl meh. We can get for Fortress, or yeah, for Fortress just reduces our damage taken. Well, we have the barrier active. Okay, are we invincible if we have 30 plus 30 plus Fortress active? Do we take 0% damage? Or is this like 30 and then multiply by 0.7 and then multiply by 0.6? I'm curious now, and we are going to take damage until we are at 30. But I want to test this. So we have 4 Fortress, and we can maybe become invincible for a while. Reroll this. Destroy here. Cannot grab this item, so move on. Have some water. Very thirsty. Svanizio and that. Oh, I took some damage. And it's good. Treasure over gold, because we have 3 looks at treasure, which is good. Harpy Girl, also good. The room is almost clear. Just need to kill the Wizard. Beware of Brawler. it does still deal a good chunk of damage. 25 is just free upgrades for us. Okay, nothing here. Look at the water grow. Very good. And the water goes all the way, so we will deal AoE there as we swap, but this room is way shorter now in hard mode. They're like, okay, the game is hard enough, let's not waste your time. Just do some boss rush with some rooms in between. That's masterpiece. Even though we do have one, but it's physical attack. And yeah, we low rolled these items fairly well. A lot, really. But we do have Netherman Suppressor, which is good. We have Ritual Staff, which doesn't work for Power Skull, but does work with Frost. And we do have the test of, are we going to become invincible if we reach 30% HP or less. I want you to check that against the hero, because we will take damage, always do. But that's the beauty of this kind of build, right? We play safe, we don't invest purely on damage, and it is consistent, it just kills. And let's stay in the water, because the water clears this thing better than and since we are not taking damage, our skill cooldown is instantly high because of the now we took damage, so we lost skill cooldown for a while, but it's fine. It's only 10 seconds. And then skill cooldown goes back to I don't like much the YouTube clickbait mode, but if we do become invincible, it's all caps. How to become invincible at Skul. Indestructible. Beat this circuit, or whatever the hell this kids do today. But yeah, we are dealing a lot of damage because of the extra damage in Netherman Suppressor, which is 120 plus the 2 wisdom that we have. It's and the 2 effect. It's yeah, 558. No, we took a lot of damage. Now we take less damage and do 654 because of reckless posture, which is full. Yeah, that was Joanne. That was beautiful, and we took 20 damage. Shadow Knight, very good. Don't need it. Infinite Bone. I wish we could fit it here because it is very good, but I don't want to. I want to stay true to the test of whether 4 Fortress is OP or not. Now we have to choose between 842 gold or 30, which is 50 HP. I want 50 HP. 450. Our build is complete here. We could replace Kingslayer with something like this here, Predicted Pain. which would deal 50% amplification if we keep hitting the hero with skills. But the frost skill here, they just hit once, unless this hits multiple times, which I don't guarantee, because I think this is still the skill damage, but I don't guarantee that it will stand still for enough time so we can hit with that. So let's just keep our tried and true Kingslayer and keep going. We have 450 HP. We don't need to invest in HP here. I'll just keep more. So now our attack speed is at 260, but if you look at our skill cooldown speed, it's 535. I think we can do some silly stuff here now. For the basic skill, for this one is only for 30, but still. And the attack speed, just very good. That's why I like the combo of these two skills. We are doing water and nice damage with this attack partner. This year, only 2 maps, so useless for us. This year is extra HP. We can reroll once and see what we get. Well, we get extra HP. 10 or 10. Let's go with 10. Oh yeah, I forgot the we do have both our mutant items have skill cooldown on them, 70 and 50 here, and attack speed here. The ring is just very good. It's like the best generic item that you can get. This and Port of Greed, you just deal a lot of damage, but this one has the most raw good stuff. Water, and more water. Will anything reach us? Nope, just die into water. More water. Yeah, it's nice to reach this point of the game where you're just like too good to lose, but we are at this point, and I showed my build. Poseidon and Frozen Soul. I actually hadn't checked the name first. I always just called Water and Frost. But yeah, Swanizio as the quintessence. We do have an interesting build with the very early Glacier Breaker and Woodstar too. And we do have the 2 Heirloom and the Double Knight's Determination with 4 Fortress, which I still want to know if we go to 0 damage taken, because it is 40% reduced damage when the barrier is active, and 60% when we go down to 30 HP, 30%. And we also have a Reckless Posture and a Power Skull, which reduces by this year at least 10, but it can reduce by to 50 if you get hit 5 times. And the Power Skull is reduced by 15, I believe, just from the abilities of the witch. Yeah, so let's see how 430% cooldown speed plus the ritual staff when Frost goes with this. And of course, if you watch this video until here, it is a good time to remind you to do the YouTube stuff. And yeah, the numbers, I'm not making money from this. I currently don't intend to, but it is fun to see. We did take a lot of damage. Let's see, 0.77 damage taken. Too little reduction. Let's see if we can go further. Take some water, take some ice. You're too hot-headed, Dad. Oh yeah, and we have Warrior Squadrons besides Knight's Determination, so sometimes you just don't take damage at all. But we want to take some damage and see how, if we do get invincible, because I do want to see that. By the way, Reckless now, we are taking only 0.34. And that's before getting a barrier or 30% HP. It's just Reckless posture plus a power skull. And that's why I think it's gotta be nerfed. It's too good. Hibernation and dash. Nice. A bunch of small damage, which is not very small, and the second phase we go. 1 hour and 26 minutes this video so far. That's, I think, not as long as the Skul only build. We are getting close to 50% life, so maybe we'll see the Double Knight's Determination doing work. I am being very aggressive, not playing very safe, because I really want to see this happen. We're not doing that very high damage that this phase is going to just melt, so this deals 0 damage, so you see 2 glaciers at the same time, so vice versa. Okay, we're down to 30% HP, so now we're taking 0.3 damage. Let's see when the barrier goes up. You can see the timer by the Knight Determination icons. Right here. There. It's going to show up, and when it shows up, I want to see. Okay, it's up. 0.18, so it's not like added. So we're not invincible. We're just taking very little damage. 1 damage. If we had a glowstone here, it would be brilliant. Yeah. But yeah, since we don't, we are taking damage and not being, we don't have any regeneration like Crystal Staff. And remember that we lost the first life in the first act, so it's not a death-free overrun. We took 7 damage, you see. yeah. No clickbait title though, since we are not invincible. And yeah. And the hero is aggressive. I usually don't face these many problems because I am usually just pressing skills and dashes. But now that we do have, okay, we do have still less resistance because we are about to die. Because this cannon I cannot. Okay, this one I can. The one that's actually like just a huge tracking shot, I cannot. No, please. I wanted to kill you. I don't want you to heal. We did lose, and that's why I don't stay overconfident, even though we did have enough like defensive item and almost 500 HP. It is too close of a match, but it still wins. But yeah, that's a lesson. Don't stay overconfident. Do use your defensive stuff. You cannot get invincible, sadly. But also, if you lose your first life in the Act 1, the Act 1 is brutal, but you still can win. So this is a demonstration for that. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, or whatever. Share with your mom. Hi, viewers' mom. And stay safe. And see ya.